certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. As the first time I've sat down since the morning show. Welcome to the program. I'm Aaron, and boy, Tuesdays are a busy one. Morning show, get all the clips done, work on some stuff for the store, which I want to make sure I'm better at design. So I'm taking my time. I got a couple of good ones. Some people have sent me some good stuff. I want to play around with those. The ideas, not the people. And picked the kids up today. Played all over the place. And I got a gift. I'm going to show you guys the gift in a little bit. My daughter made me a shirt. See, at my parents' house, they have t-shirt makers. Basically, they have you can print out blown up photos, then the iron on with the tissue paper and everything else. So you can just make little fun t-shirts. And my daughter loves making these. And she decided to make a very special t-shirt, and we're going to unveil it in just a little bit here. I'm going to wear it on tomorrow's show. She made it in like 10, 15 minutes. Because we were talking about something. And she was like, Dad, I want to make you another shirt. And I went, can you make me this shirt? And she's like, yeah, can you make it before we have to leave? She's like, I'm going to try really hard. So she got it done. You're going to love it. It's going to blow your socks off. It's going to be great. And holy shit, knock on wood, we've been having a great week because this week we are raising money for steel toe derangement syndrome. Yes. It is a very real affliction. It causes massive seething, anger, hostility towards the toe for no other reason than it is pent-up love. It is pent-up fandom. It has to go somewhere. It's like when someone's gay and they can't admit it and it just bubbles up and they get violent and hostile. That's steel toe derangement syndrome. You're a fan of steel toe. You eat, sleep, and breathe it. You can't stop talking about it. You clearly love it, but you can't admit it probably because you're also gay and you won't come out with that too. Maybe it could be closeted gayness with steel toe derangement syndrome, and that makes it a bigger, full-blown disease. Either one, I'm not sure. Either way, it has really infected a lot of people. Somebody sent me a clip today of someone swearing to God, I don't make them feel, I don't make them seethe, while they're yelling and shouting at me at a screen. You cannot make this shit up. Yes, it was Fatso. He was yelling, you don't make me upset. Okay. All right. Hey, shh. Like sometimes when he starts yelling and screaming and I get him in his feels, because Steel Toe's the real one who makes him feel. I just want to look at him and just go, hey. You know I'm not in the room with you, right? It's almost like there's like a fantasy world going on. That is kind of how steel toe derangement syndrome works. You get afflicted with it, and then you just pretend I'm in the room with you at all times, and you just Admit you love me. Admit you can't stop talking about me. Admit I'm in your brain. And we can cure steel-toe derangement syndrome. See? No Pen 15 fathead with $5. He says, I believe in Toe Hendry. You just got to believe in Toe Hendry. Somebody, Occam's Machete in the chat before the show was on said, say his name and they will seethe. I believe in Toe Hendry. Guys, you just got to admit you're afflicted.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Everybody.
'Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico.
What do they say?
They say, I believe in Joe Hendry.
All right, boys. Let's get a show going. Thank you very much. Every dollar you send to Steel Toe this week goes towards finding a cure for steel toe derangement syndrome. Now, MSO says there's no cure. Bullshit. Bullshit. There is a cure, and we're going to find it. We are going to find a cure for steel toe derangement syndrome. By the way, Klopogram fucked me up with one of his chats. He says, please check the crawl spaces, Gordy bark. There was a part of me that went, oh shit, really? Gordy's right there. He's on the cushion. No. Come over here. You're good, bud. Just take a nice little siesta. He speaks Mexicans. He's a good boy. Pants Maestro says, butter would solve it for me, boss. Pants Maestro, you have very off and on steel toe derangement syndrome. You become self-aware long enough to understand it's all a bit. Sometimes we do put you in your feels very slightly, though. You come out of it real quick. I think your body's fighting off the infection. I think you have so much fun when you come here, and it's not just hostility and anger all the time. You're kind of liking being over on this side. Red Fox Mad with $9.99 says, best show on the planet. I love this show. I've been listening to Aaron on the radio since the beginning. I miss Aaron in the afternoons. Oh, my God. Well, I mean, thank you. I used to eat sprinkle Parmesan cheese ranch tortilla roll-ups before payday back in the Litchfield days. Oh, being a single man. Thank you guys very much. As I said, the morning show is way ahead. You guys are way ahead. 150 is the number tonight. Now, the morning show went like $170 over their goal today. $170 over their goal. What do you guys think you can do? I mean, it all goes towards steel toe derangement syndrome anyway. We're 150 away tonight. Let's see what we can do. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, and it all goes towards steel toe derangement syndrome. Taste Ferry Alto says steel toe derangement syndrome must be treated before it becomes AIDS. Aaron Imholt derangement syndrome. Ooh, that's, you know what? There's a lot of people who have Aaron Imholt derangement syndrome. 100% it's bad. Kraken Slappin' says, sneaking in for porn, eating poorly, Litchfield was good times. It was good times. Using the office computer for porn, eating like shit. I don't know, man. Sometimes you don't know what you got till it's gone. All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Flinty Gecko fucked it up. You should see the hustle that I had going. I had a great hustle going, and Flinty Gecko might have priced us out of my hustle. So check this out. Steel toe derangement syndrome, a lot of people want in on funding the cure because we're going to name the cure after the person who ends up curing it. In fourth is Oz at $90. You guys did get all the Quim out of the top four. All the chicks are gone, right? Oz is in fourth at 90. Gray Ducklings in third at 96. Dennis is in second at 100. And then Flinty Gecko, 250, drops 250 on us today to take first place. Just throws his dick down on the table. I mean, He could have gone up to 150. Then everybody's positioning and everything else. And then, later in the week, throw the other 100 in there. I'm not complaining. We're way over for the morning, but there's still some wiggle room to be done. Adam Simon, actually, is at 89, so he's knocking on the door. Red Fox Matt is at 65 now. So there's a little bit of wiggle room here for the first couple of spots. Thank you, Red Fox Mad and No Pen 15 Fathead. Oh, and No Pen 15 Fathead, again with $5, says, do condoms prevent STDs? Sexually transmitted diseases? Yes, some of them. Does it stop steel-toe derangement syndrome? That's what your money is going towards. That's what we're trying to figure out. How is it transmitted? Apparently through social media, it's very contagious because the anger and the seething people, we've noticed that they gather in groups, they cluster, and they form superbugs. Side effects include not having an actual real life, getting stuck inside the internet, and accidentally falling in love with me. None of those things, by the way, are symptoms you want. Trust me. None of them. Phil Herslet says, I've got a side bet on Dennis and Gray Duckling. So let's go, boys. Well, let's see if Gray Duckling wants to compete with Flinty Gecko. Otherwise, you got Oz, you got Adam Simon, and you got Red Fox Mad still kind of moving up as well. Lots of people. Sam Show said, where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. Considering most of them are KFers, I could tell you how it's transmitted, but it's not pretty. Jesus Christ, Sam Show. Pizza Roll with $9.99 says, Jake Caldwell from WJON called Steel Toe an evil, hateful show this morning after someone called in and asked his opinion of your show. Oh, it sounds like Caldwell's got some STDs. Uh-oh. It's a evil, hateful. Is it evil and hateful? I don't think I'm evil and hateful. I think I'm wonderful and playful. 100%. Hey, Kloppo, we're going to be talking about that. I think we're starting with that story tomorrow morning. You read my mind. Pretty wild, actually. It wasn't just a DUI. There was, more shit going on with that as more comes out. So, really, I think that's great that St. Cloud Radio hated me when I was there. I kicked everybody's ass. And now, after I'm gone, these fuckers are still getting phone calls about me. And they're like, oh, God, that evil, hateful prick. 5 years later, they're probably just sitting there going, God, it's a fucking curse. This guy will not go away. Yeah, guys, don't call into WJON and ask about Steel Toe. Don't do that. That's mean. What did the person say who called in, Pizza Roll? Let me know. Funeral director with $2 says, I think the use of derangement is offensive. Oh. Well, funeral director, you have steel toe, dirty pussy syndrome. CJ with $2 says, thoughts on Trump saying we're taking over Gaza. We'll get there. I think that one is tomorrow as well. I'm having to split up Trump news into two shows, guys. Otherwise, it's just the whole show is Trump. The whole show becomes Donald Trump if you don't split it up a little bit. 140 away from tonight's goal. Hey, boys and girls, keep it up. I am liking how this is starting. Let's get another win for the Toe. It has been an effortlessly perfect week, and remember, every dime goes towards steel toe derangement syndrome. I mean, maybe we can catch it before, like Taste Fairy said. It turns into full-blown Aaron Imholt derangement syndrome or AIDS. Yeah, so Pizza Roll, let me know how the caller responded when when Jay Caldwell called Steel Toe an evil, hateful show. I'm glad he still watches. Funeral director with $2 says, that was a pretty offensive thing to say, Toe. You're right. You know what, funeral director, you're right. That was, you know what, that was beneath me, and I'm sorry. I apologize. That was, it's not something a professional does. And you're in the right, and I'm in the wrong. You want to see what my daughter made me today? This fucking rules. I'm so happy. I'm so excited about this. I'm so proud of my eldest child. So she likes playing around with grandma and grandpa's t-shirt maker. And she made this in a pinch. I mean, this was in a hurry. She made this shirt. She decided late in the day today that she was going to make it. And I'm so excited to wear it tomorrow for the first time. What a good kid. Boom. What a wonderful shirt. She didn't have time. This was the only color that they had, so we didn't have time to like pick out a nice picture and color match it or anything like that. She's just like, I can make this shirt. I can get it done before we have to go. I'm like, okay. And I got a fucking Joe Hendry shirt. MSO says, smart kid, looks like a 3X. It's a 1X, dickhead. Yeah, look at, you can always tell who's a prick. Blue on blue, it's hard to read. Yes, we had no time. She really has her father's creativity, says Brevin. What a fucking douche. Like, I'm going to leave that up there because I think that says about you everything that needs to be said about you. Because I think you could go to those guys and honestly go, do you really feel good attacking a child? And they would go, shamefully, yes, I do. I actually feel good. And they would look me in the eye and they go, I'm sorry, I do. I can't help it. It's too late for me to change. I feel good. Let's go to NoPen15 with $2 says, who is on the shirt? Oh, you don't know who that is on the shirt? I'm sorry.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Do you have a vague idea now of who that might have been on the shirt? Funeral director with $5 says, on X, people are saying you made the shirt. You're coping by saying she did. Thoughts? I think it is a great commercial for steel-toe derangement syndrome. If that's really happening, funeral director, then I think it's a great example of why we need to raise money tonight to treat this terrible affliction. Because people have serious problems. Like Poe has a bad case of steel-toe derangement syndrome. It's getting pretty bad. So we're gonna see if we can help these people. I don't know if we can, but we're gonna try. 130 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys very much. Pizza roll with $9.99 says the caller asked him, how do you feel about Aaron from Steel Toe's success on YouTube? God bless you guys. God bless you guys. Oh, yes, Poe, I will always say people's names when they write in and I think they need my assistance. We're going to help you, buddy. Don't you worry. Steel-toe derangement syndrome, like Taste Fairy said, we don't want it turning in to Aaron Imholt derangement syndrome. We don't want to see you with full-blown AIDS. You're already gay. We don't need more, we don't need you to become more of a pariah. Crack and Slap and says, SP told her kid to do it. She runs the show. It really is fun to watch him just scurry. Funeral director with $2 says, so you didn't make the shirt? She did 100%? Word up. You know, if I didn't have mentally ill lunatics obsessing over my program, that wouldn't even be a question. But some people need a trip to the sanitarium. And that's what we're trying to help them with. So, thank you guys. We're off to a great start tonight. Let's raise that money for steel-toe derangement syndrome and hopefully find a cure. 130 away from tonight's goal. Knock it out. Call it a win. All right, we need to get into the shit we've got for today. You guys are going to love this Super Bowl, man. I mean, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. Got the Kansas City Chiefs. We're all Chiefs fans, right? We're so pumped about the Super Bowl, man. Chiefs going to win their third in a row. They're what, fourth in 5 years or 6 years? And you know what we're really excited about? We're excited about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift celebrating again. Seeing them on the field, the first couple of football, just two kids in love celebrating their professional success. We're all ready for it. As a matter of fact, Travis Kelce is giving interviews during this Super Bowl weekend about Taylor Swift. Dude, I swear to God, I only picked this link out for tonight because I thought I could make someone out there watching puke. Whether it's live or they watch later. I don't... Those of you who hate the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift thing, this next clip I'm about to play, all jokes aside, whatever character I'm about to go into, I totally understand if you want to throw a brick at something, if this makes you fucking sick, if you're a hardcore football fan and you're like, I fucking had it with this soap opera bullshit. I just want to let you know that deep down, as a human being, I care, I understand, and in many ways I agree with you. As a performer and a show host, I just like watching how upset people get. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 said, please do the Great Indoors with Ed and Michelle tonight. I have an Ed and Michelle video ready to go for overtime, so if you guys want it, if we raise enough for steel-toe derangement syndrome, we will. $2 from Funeral Director says, I'm confused and feel like you didn't answer adequately. You'll get there, buddy. Just think about it. We've got numero uno, Josh Denny fan with $1 says, is there a cure for Ray DeVito derangement syndrome? No. If you are so obsessed with Ray, that's a terminal illness. I don't think you die from steel-toe derangement syndrome, but if you are so fucked in the head and you are so far gone that Ray DeVito keeps you up or keeps you searching on the internet, it's over. It's fucking over, dude. Andrea with $5 says, I think sleeping with an adult willing woman would cure steel-toe derangement syndrome. So I guess we'll never know. Oh, no, that is a good point. The one thing that's well out of their reach. Thank you, Andrea, for the $5. Appreciate it. You guys are just throwing them in there tonight. 120 away from another win for the toe. Thank you. Can you guys do it again? Can you guys knock it out in the first hour? Holy shit. $2. From Funeral Director. He says, how many characters do you play? Not hating, curious. Do we count the straight one? 7 or 8. No, like some of these stories that piss some of you guys off and like get people worked up, I'll play it up a little. Look, man, if you're doing a show and you're just like, I'm going to play it straight just as myself, you're gay. You're boring. Nobody wants to see you be yourself. Turn it up, perform, tap dance a little. It's a show. So, Travis Kelce being interviewed for the Super Bowl. Now, I think if Travis Kelce were like an old school football player, like the ones who looked 70 years old at 34 and were being interviewed for the Super Bowl, and they went, hey, tell us a little bit. Well, first of all, he'd be smoking a cigarette. Hey, tell us a little bit about your hot pop star girlfriend. Kiss my ass. We've got a game on Sunday. Let's talk about that. See, that feels like old school, that kind of need for privacy or whatever. Like, people can shit on people who, like, hate Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift because of their relationship, but let's be honest, they do throw it out there like a mother of a trans kid. I mean, they really do pump the ether full of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce stuff. Like I said, I can't blame some of you for being fucking tired of it. So here's Travis Kelce getting asked and feeding the beast.
I think we're both, we love to manifest things for sure. And
oh, God, he's even talking like a white lady. Retire after this one. Please retire.
You can't say it's not real because we're here, right? So whatever she was doing, I'm sure it helped. And it definitely, for me, not being able to be here supporting her during those weeks, it made me feel like I was there. So.
Ooh. At least Brittany Mahomes had the decency to have a kid and leave. You know? She had another kid. She went home. She fucked off for a while, and the Chiefs fans didn't have to see her. Patrick Mahomes' retarded-ass brother got in a lot of trouble, and then they told him, get the fuck out of here and watch from home, so he did. Travis Kelce is letting his girlfriend make him talk like a white lady. Did you manifest it, Travis? Doesn't Travis seem like the younger brother? Like Jason Kelce would kick the shit out of him for being kind of gay? It looks that way to me. Didn't Jason Kelce get in trouble this year? Not get in trouble, but like, didn't he catch some criticism for like calling some guy the gay F word because the kid was like harassing him, so he smashed his phone? I thought so. Made me like Jason Kelce more. All right, go on, live, eat, pray, love. Tell us what else you learned.
She is quite the cook. I would say.
Oh God.
Oh man, I'm a breakfast guy, man. Her Pop-Tarts are unbelievable, man. Homemade Pop-Tarts, they're unbelievable.
By the way, where does a white boy get that accent? Interest, because Jason Kelce doesn't talk like that. Jason Kelce doesn't go, yo, man, oh, man, her homemade Pop-Tarts, man, they're unbelievable. He doesn't. I mean, Jesus Christ, Patrick Mahomes doesn't talk like that. Patrick Mahomes kind of talks like a redneck, honestly. But like Travis Kelce, oh, man, she's a good cook. Her homemade Pop-Tarts, man. First of all, homemade Pop-Tarts aren't cooking. That's baking, you dumb jock dick. Now you guys are getting me to hate Travis Kelce.
Where will I be in 3 years?
I'm rooting for the fucking... No. Nope. Hey. Pull it back. Even if we do have a clip coming up that shows I may have to root for the on Sunday, Will Heron put me in a spot where I might have to root for the Eagles. Will Heron sent me a DM today, and he goes, I got something I'm going to be sending you. There was a picture of his cock, and I'm like, God damn it, Will, we're not like that. No, Will Heron DM'd me today. He said, I got something coming your way. And then he fucking did it. Will Heron, if you don't know, he's an actual TV journalist, and he's at the Super Bowl. He got a media pass. It's actually really nice. He, like, sent me, like, a media pass application to fill out. He's like, you could do it, too, if you wanted to. You could check it out. Maybe you sit on Radio Row or something. I was like, holy shit. I was like, I got to call for a few permissions on that one. I'll just, maybe next year. No, Will's been really cool about Super Bowl stuff. He's been a really awesome dude. So, yeah, between Travis Kelce sounding like a baby back bitch and between Will Heron doing something really cool for the show, I don't want to root for the Eagles, but I don't know if I'm becoming phony if I don't.
Oh man, I don't know. Hopefully, still playing football. I love doing this. I love coming into work every day, and you know, I feel like I still got a lot of good football left in me. But we'll see what happens. I know I've been setting myself up for other opportunities in my life, and that's
you and your brother just got paid a shitload of money to do a fucking podcast. Hey Travis, you want to come back on a? You know they're going to reduce his salary to save cap space. You want to come back on a restructured deal? For about, I don't know, 15 million, 16 million a year? Or do you want to do 30 million a year and just sit on your ass and do a podcast? Oh, man, I really don't know.
That's always been the goal, knowing that football only lasts for so long. You got to find a way to get into another career, into another, profession. And I've been doing that in my off seasons. But for the most part, I plan on being a Kansas City Chief and playing football.
You know, I have an idea for Travis Kelce's retirement job. Marrying Taylor Swift might be something worth looking into. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, who remembers Aaron burning his freshly cut toenails and smelling the toenails while they burned? You don't remember me doing that because I never did that on the air. I told you I've done that before. Prick. Pizza Roll with $4.99. Aaron, you should call WJON tomorrow morning. Never mind. We all know what happened last time when you ripped on a morning show. Hey, I think I've proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that the only thing that can take me out is me. The only thing that can stop me is me. 110 away from tonight. Holy Jesus. Thank you, guys. You are incredibly generous. Aaron, look up his last ex. She's dynamite. Taylor looks like a trans vagrant. Oh. Aaron, I found this for you for Black History Month, says Kloppogram. You know, Kloppo's usually got some good stuff. I'm going to go. Oh, my God. No, Kloppo. No, we're not playing this. Jesus. I give the guy a compliment. I'm like, when Kloppo sends us a link, it's usually a talker. He does a pretty good job with it. I click on what he just sent me, and he's like, this will be great for Black History Month. Oh, will it? Let's take a look. Yeah, no, we can't. we won't be doing that one. Thank you very much. Gray Duckling with $5 over on YouTube says, hey, you remember that time when you smoked bed bugs? No, again, never happened. Thank you for the $5, Gray Duckling. That puts you at $101. So we got Gray Duckling in second at 101, Dennis in third at 100, Oz at 90, but Flinty Gecko up top with 250. Thanks, guys. Thanks a ton. We're 110 away. Kloppogram says Rumble Friday. Okay, Rumble Friday. You send it Rumble Friday because I'll forget, and we'll knock it out then. How's that sound? Here's a terrible take from Stephen A. Smith. I'm actually finding excuse me. Oh God, I'm sorry. I did not foresee that. I'm actually finding myself agreeing with Stephen A. Smith more on politics lately than I am on sports. There's this obsession in sports hot take culture where you have to make these grandiose statements so that you can get a talker going and all this shit. And one of the biggest is is so-and-so the greatest of all time if they do this? Everyone's obsessed with goats. The goat, the goat, the goat, the goat. I haven't seen people this obsessed with goats since there were a bunch of horny dudes in Greece. Goat, 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 goat. Who's the goat? Is he the goat? If he does this, is he the goat? If he stands on his head and wins the NBA Finals, is he the goat? Is this guy goating? Is he about to goat? Is he peak goatness or is he over the hill goat? What kind of goat is he? Jesus Christ, enough with the goat. But Stephen A. Smith wants to know, if Patrick Mahomes wins this Super Bowl, is he the GOAT? No! He's been around for what? 8 years? 7, 8 years? He's done great. Looks awesome. This would be his, fourth Super Bowl? That would be awesome, man. That would be a great... 4 Super Bowls is incredible. Last I checked, Brady had what? 7? And with 2 different teams? And all the passing records there were, and played until he was 43, 44 years old? Yeah, no. Stop it with this GOAT shit. I had to listen to that when Tyson Fury was champion. I love Corey, but Corey was like, oh, Tyson Fury's close to becoming the GOAT. Is he really? Joe Louis, 22 title defenses. Larry Holmes, 20 title defenses. Muhammad Ali, 3-time undisputed champion. You know, Mike Tyson, 38-0 before he lost. I mean, no. Stop with this GOAT shit. Everyone wants to be the first one to crown somebody. No, if Patrick Mahomes wins this next Super Bowl, his legacy continues to build. And he's won 4 Super Bowls. But he's nowhere close to Brady in the numbers. He's nowhere close to Brady in Super Bowls, even if he wins this one. And I'm sorry, but you're not going to see another Tom Brady where a guy takes care of himself that well and, plays till he's 44 years old. So, no, it does not make Patrick Mahomes the greatest of all time. He ties Joe Montana for Super Bowl victories if he wins here. There. Put him past Joe Montana if he wins this one. Gray Duckling says the only GOAT is John Henry. Thank you for the $2. John Henry, is that? Do you mean to say John Henry?
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause they love him in London and Paris.
I think he meant to say Joe Hendry.
America, Scotland, and Canada, and Mexico.
I get it, buddy. I get it. You meant Joe Hendry. Most people do. Klopogram says the Chiefs will get beat. It's possible. I am getting a bad feeling about this Super Bowl because, as you know, I hate the Eagles a lot. But I'm really thinking that they're a more complete team. Their defense is better, in my opinion. Patrick Mahomes is so much better than Jalen Hurts. That's the only thing that has me. That's the only thing that gives me trouble picking the Eagles. Phil Herslit says Foreman was better than Ali. You could make the argument. I mean, oldest heavyweight champion of all time. Fought as a world champion in 2 different eras, but man, look at Ali's resume. Holy shit, dude. Sonny Liston, Floyd Patterson, Archie Moore, Zora Foley, Cleveland Williams, George Chavallo, Oscar Bonavina, Jerry Quarry, Joe Frazier, Bob Foster, Ken Norton, Ernie Shavers, George Foreman. Absolute destroyers the guy beat. $2 from Loaded Wrench says, I believe in the mandolin rain. Oh, I can't hit the note. I'm sorry, but thank you, buddy. That moves us to 105 away from tonight's goal, and we ain't even got any steel-toed derangement syndrome drops in the PayPal, Streamlabs, or Venmo yet, and we're 105 away. Seal it up, boys and girls. Let's raise that cash for steel-toed derangement syndrome. And like I said, can you make it 2 nights in a row where you guys knock out the goal in the first hour? Thank you. As far as this GOAT discussion, can't people just be good for a while? Can't we give Patrick Mahomes time to build his legacy? Dinosaur Fuel says Patty Mahomes is the best of all time. Respect greatness when you see it. He is great. But if his fucking leg fell off tomorrow, he wouldn't have the track record to be the greatest of all time. Brady and I'd say Manning are still ahead of him. Maybe Elway. Elway was special. Elway's one of those guys, when you look at the numbers, you're going to go, well, why do you have him up so high? I think you had to live in a time and watch John Elway play football. John Elway was special. Really special. McBuster says, oh, God, I can't. My goodness. MSO says, don't forget, we still got the fake donors to come. That's right. Click one of those links, Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, become one of our fake vendors to contribute to steel-toed derangement syndrome's cure. I tell you what, man, I can just tell I've got way more fucking energy since I stopped being sick. I can tell I'm just grateful not to be sick anymore, because ever since I started feeling better, it's like I'm shot out of a cannon all goddamn day. It's just like it's all pent up. I go back to sparring tomorrow. That's right. Going back to sparring tomorrow. I'm going to keep you guys in the dark a little bit, but going back to sparring tomorrow, excited about that. Very good news on that front. Let's go to this, Steven, and if I leave people hanging, it's going to drive them nuts. But if we're going to do experiments on steel-toed derangement syndrome, I got to tweak those people a little. Stephen A. Smith, with his hot take that Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT if he wins this Super Bowl.
Patrick Mahomes can't help that he's younger. He can't help that he hasn't been in the league 20 years yet and all of this other stuff. I
don't care if he can't help it. That still matters.
Talking about the sustained excellence of Tom Brady, and I'm certainly not here to take away anything from my brother. I love Tom Brady. He's big time. But he went...
It's not your brother. He's white. You're black. It's natural divisions. No, I'm just kidding. Watch how you talk about our Tom Brady, boy.
10 years without a Super Bowl title, okay? From 2004 to 2014, okay? He lost not one but 2 Super Bowls in 07 and 11 to the New York Giants, okay? One of the times they were undefeated during the regular season, going to the postseason, I had to hear Mercury Morris talk, don't call me when you're in my neighborhood. Call me when you're on my block. Oh, I used to want to throw something at him every time I saw him say that stuff, okay? But damn it, it was the truth, all right? And then Tom Brady goes out there, and you know what? They're laughing about being held to 14 points or 17 points, and lo and behold, the New York Giants did that. That's on the resume, too. Now let's look at Patrick Mahomes' resume.
Wait. So him going to a Super Bowl and losing 3 times. Yeah, that is on his resume. So wait, he won 7, lost 3. Steven, that contributes to his greatness. That means he went to the Super Bowl 10 times. I feel like I'm being Mad Dog now. The guy went to the Super Bowl 10 times. I'm not going to sit here and listen to Patrick Mahomes. He's the greatest. He hasn't even been there 5. And Tom Brady went there 10. Let him get there 5 times, and then we'll talk about it. But it's true. I mean, he's like, oh, he went to the Super Bowl and he lost 2. Motherfucker, I'm a Vikings fan. I would kill a puppy, not you, Gordy, if we could go to a Super Bowl and accept all the punishments for it. One time. The 1977 season. That's the last time.
He's only been in the league 7 years. He's only really 8, but he started 7 years, okay? First year he sat down. Second year he was a starter for the Kansas City Chiefs. 7 years as a starter.
Hey, when do they bully White Orlovsky? It's my favorite part of this show where the black guys gang up on Orlovsky and tell him how he doesn't know shit about football.
He's never lost a division title. He's going to the championship, the AFC championship game every single year. He's been to 5 Super Bowls. This will be his 5th, okay? In the 4 Super Bowls he's been to, he's won 3 of them. You got 17 postseason wins already in 7 years.
Who'd he lose to? I'll play this game too. Who'd he lose to? He lost to Tom Brady.
Is second most.
And he lost to old Tom Brady too. Old man Brady.
All times. He surpassed Joe Montana, bro. Okay? And then you look at him, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 regular season MVPs, 6 Pro Bowl appearances. What we talk about here? The fact of the matter is that when you look at his first 7 years in this league, I'm talking about just taking it on face value. He can't help that he's got 14 to 15 years to go to put forth the amount of time that Tom Brady has.
He doesn't have 14 years. He'll be in the league another 10 years. He'll get close to 40, but he's not. Tom Brady's a freak.
But when you look at what he has accomplished in the first 7 years of his career, if this man ends up doing something in his first 7 years that has never been achieved in the history of the National Football League, which means winning back-to-back-to-back, three-peating as Super Bowl champions, okay? Like Jordan three-peated as an NBA champion. Now,
Twice.
Once, but twice.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry. I don't see how you could put anybody ahead of Patrick Mahomes if Patrick Mahomes goes out there.
I can. 7 is more than 4. 10 is more than 5. Yes, you can still put Tom Brady ahead of him. Let's stop with this hot take culture horse shit where, oh God, what did numero uno Josh Denny fan do to me now? How did he clip me out of context this time? God damn it. He is on top of shit, boy. I tell you what. But I don't like this idea that in 7 or 8 years we're going to crown a guy the greatest ever when we have an example of a guy who was around for 20 some odd years, 10 Super Bowl trips, 7 victories. I mean, let's count him up. Does he have more Super Bowls than the NFC North combined? Lions, 0. Bears, 1. Packers, 4. Yeah. Tom Brady has more Super Bowl wins than the NFC North combined. How about the NFC South combined? Tampa, 2. New Orleans, 1. Atlanta, 0, if I'm not mistaken. Carolina, 0. I mean, he's got more Super Bowl titles than most divisions combined. So no, he's not the greatest of all. Mahomes is not the greatest of all time if he wins this next one. He's got some time left. He could be. By the time Mahomes is done, he could be the best who ever did it. Just not now. No Pen 15 Fathead with $5 says, what is this guy talking about? All I hear is ooga booga. That's racist. I'm going to call that out right now. That's racist. JH says, Aaron, did you hear Melton is being felted by Anthony Cumia? Oh, that would be funny. I don't think, I think Melton's so far beneath Anthony. Anthony doesn't even need to dirty himself to comment, but if you've got a clip of that, that would be great. Absolutely. MSO is right. He says all sports do it. It's to hype and stir interest in the sport. That's true. That's a good point. All right, what did numero uno Josh Denny fan do to me? He said, host of the internet's favorite talk show, Aaron Imholt, is on the right side of the growing Ray DeVito 2025. Oh, fuck. I want less than zero to do with. You gave me $1 and I answered your question. I was nice to you, you dick. Got numero uno Josh Denny fan with $1 says, is there a cure for Ray DeVito derangement syndrome? No. If you are so obsessed with Ray, that's a terminal illness. I don't think you die from steel toe derangement syndrome, but if you are so fucked in the head and you are so far gone that Ray DeVito keeps you up or keeps you searching on the internet, it's over. It's fucking over, dude. You know what? Numero uno Josh Denny fan, I stand by that statement. You did a good job. That was actually 100% fair. That was honest journalism, dude. That was honest journalism. $1 from numero uno Josh Denny fan says, did you show the Josh Sweat clip? Can't believe Will really did it. He rules. By the way, who is Josh Sweat? I believe he's a defensive back for the Eagles. He's a starter. Defensive end. I'm sorry. He's a defensive end. I thought he was a safety. But he's a defensive end for the Eagles. But here we go. This is TV's Will Heron. I wish he was watching right now. I wish he would chime in. If you are, Will, go over on Rumble. I'd love to send you a link or something and talk about how you got. This is just really fucking nice of the guy. This was just a cool move. You know. This is for all the people who call Will a Baldo washer, man. Will's a weird guy. I still say that. Will's a fucking... all journalists are weirdos. I still think Will's a weird guy. But he's a good guy. And he told me he was going to try to do this. And I took it with a grain of salt because I'm like, is a football player really just going to say this because some reporter just asks him to? But sure enough, Josh Sweat, starting defensive end for the Philadelphia Eagles, is talking to Will Heron. Are those Will Heron's painted nails? Let me take myself off the camera. Is Will Heron painting his nails and wearing a dainty little ring on the camera? That's so sweet. That's so nice.
Burnt out. I ain't gonna get burnt out, but I mean, I'm ready to go.
Josh, can I get you to say another win for the toe?
Huh?
Can I get you to say another win for the toe?
Another win for the toe.
Yeah! E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. All right, Josh. What was that, buddy? You know what? A peace between the Eagles and I this evening.
Oh, another win for the toe.
Yeah.
Love you, brother.
Thank you, John. Another win for the toe. This guy's leaning in now going, that guy's a fucking racist piece of shit, Josh. You shouldn't have said that. Thank you, Josh Sweat, my favorite Eagle. My favorite Eagle is now officially Josh Sweat.
Another win for the toe.
Yes! You know what? Another win for Philly, huh? Let's forget. He wasn't even there during 38-7. All is forgiven. I'm a whore. I'm bought very cheaply.
Another win for the toe.
Yeah, what's that? Hey, another win for Philly.
Another win for the toe.
No, I insist, sir. Another win for the Eagles.
Oh, another win for the toe.
No. Another win for you.
Another win for the toe.
No. Another win for the Eagles.
Another win for the toe.
No. I hope you win the Super Bowl.
Another win for the toe.
Oh, you know what? I don't want to fight anymore. You win. All right, another win for the toe. Thank you very much, Will Heron. That was very cool. I'm not going to pretend I don't think that's the most awesome thing ever. JH says, Aaron, I did get a clip of Kevin Brennan and Godfrey Felton Melton. Felton Melton. That should be the name of a show. What about the Kumia one? That's interesting. Numero uno Josh Denny fan with $1 says, now if he can get someone people have heard of, like Travis Kelce. Yeah, maybe he can get like a gathering of like he can get a whole collection of people saying another win for the toe. Kloppo Graham says, make that a clip when you knock out the goal. Yes! Absolutely. I'm saving that. I'm going to save that clip, and we're going to play it for when we win. Yes. $1 from numero uno Josh Denny fan says, I believe in Josh Hendry. No. It's not. I'm just trying to help, buddy. It's not Josh Hendry. It's...
Side to side and say, I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry is so prestigious. Wave your hands from side to side to say, I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry is so prestigious. Whoa.
All right. Not Josh Hendry. Joe Hendry. John Hancock. It's Herbie Hancock. All right. I couldn't find Kumia. I wish I could, but Kumia deleted a stream? Okay. Josh Denny, numero uno Josh Denny fan says, oh, sorry. I believe in guitar solo. All right. All right. Let's, should we see this clip that JH put up there? Godfrey versus arrogant Patrick. You know, Patrick's not really arrogant. Patrick puts that on as a front because Patrick's morbidly obese. He's very hideous. He has facial scabs and scars, maybe from monkeypox. He can't help himself but say sexual things about kids, and he's a fucking creep in general. So he puts on this very see-through character that only retards actually buy. And people with steel-toed derangement syndrome. That's another symptom of steel-toed derangement syndrome, by the way. Mental retardation. It's one of the first signs.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate
Hey, you know Patrick Melton?
I know Fat Patrick Melton.
From what?
From he opened up to me a long time ago. He was fat. Is he still fat?
He has a hunchback now.
He has a hunchback. Kevin, he has a hunchback now.
He was annoying as shit.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he was kind of a shitty dude. He was like arrogant in a way. And I was like, you don't have enough. Your mic game is not enough for you to be talking to me like that.
Oh, that's why he had to quit comedy, by the way. Couldn't draw a dime.
Patrick Melton, who?
Exactly. Well,
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry. The guy's a nothing.
I mean, Patrick Melton is
talk shit.
ugly fuck, hunchback, bitch, motherfucker.
Oh,
fuck
shit.
him. I said it to him. He go suck Ray DeVito's dick and all of them fucking weak ass commentators.
And Patrick is the kind of insecure guy that would hear Godfrey accurately take him apart like that, and he would try to hit back by going, Godfrey's no good. Godfrey's not any good. Godfrey sucks. And he'd probably say some hack racial thing about him. It's like, no, dude. Godfrey's got you in a fucking barrel, bitch. You don't speak Godfrey. You're not in Godfrey's air. Stop it. Stop it. Pistachio says that's a great analysis of Patrick Melton. I mean, it's not difficult. My analysis has been spot on for years, and people have seen it now. It's perfect. It's made worse with his steel-toe derangement syndrome. It's hurt him. But you know what I think that clip is, you guys? You know what I think it is?
Another win for the toe.
Hey, our buddy Josh Sweat with another win for the toe at Super Bowl 59. God bless. All right, kids, let's get into some things. 105 away from tonight. We got 10 minutes to bang this thing out in the first hour. That would be really cool. You guys have been remarkably generous. Remember, every dime we raise goes to research steel-toe derangement syndrome. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Go ahead, hit like, hit follow, hit subscribe. We're pushing $4,000 on Rumble in terms of followers. So go ahead and hit the follow button there. We appreciate it. Let's go ahead and go to CNN, where they're not very... This isn't really Trump-related, which is nice. But this is about black people not being happy about DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. This is an interview with Democratic Representative Jasmine Crockett. She's the chick who says like really hood shit on the floor of the House. Like she's the one who threatens to fight like Marjorie Taylor Greene and shit. Like one day they're all going to pull each other's weaves out. I don't think Jasmine Crockett quite understands the concept of DEI. Diversity, equity, and inclusion basically states that diversity, race, gender, religion, things like that, tip the scales more than just simply qualifications for the job. Now, those of us who don't think DEI is a good thing believe that if you just start picking and you start weighing things based on race and gender, you're going to miss out on a lot of more qualified people, which is going to drive down the quality of service in whatever industry you're talking about. Now, the inverse of that, the people who are for DEI kind of show their hand a little bit, and I'll try not to straw man this, and if I am, please tell me. But what they do is they go, well, without DEI, as Jasmine Crockett says here, I'll quote her, it would just be a bunch of mediocre white boys. Well, no, wait a minute. Without DEI, we would just pick the people most qualified for the gig. See, the anti-DEI people would say, there will be black people in that list. There will be Asian people in that list. There will be Latino people in that list. The people who support DEI are these people who are so afraid of the ground, they want to put training wheels on everything. It's like, no, black people, Latino people, Asian people, they can all be qualified to do this gig. We don't need to put our fingers on the scales and accept mediocre. DEI encourages mediocrity, not meritocracy. They think if you get rid of DEI, you're just going to pick white people. That is not the case. Let's go ahead and listen to Jasmine Crockett and see if she makes a compelling case about these mediocre white boys. And by the way, as a mediocre white boy, and like barely at that, I'm offended.
Now, I am tired of the white tears. Listen, if you are competent, you are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single...
Yes, I am. If I'm competent, I am concerned about DEI because I can be competent for the job and I can be passed over by someone who's less confident because diversity pushes the scales. If I'm an 85 and the other person's an 81, but they're female and black, they might get 6 extra points than me. Now I got passed over for a job I was more qualified for. Like, these people engage in policy that make Derek Vineyard's dad right at the dinner table. It's just like, we watch Derek Vineyard's dad and we go, whoa, take it easy there, dad from Boy Meets World. Take it easy there, Alan Matthews. Let's not get too racist at the dinner table. But then these people make him right.
Single day. You know why I don't feel a way and why you can't make me doubt who I am?
Because of gerrymandering and your district is like probably, I'm guessing, like 73% black and Democrat. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's because you're really good at your job. Go ahead with your nails.
Make me doubt who I am is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare...
Try running in Wyoming.
Me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison.
Oh shit, girl fight! I told you. Broads are going to pull a weave out one of these days right on the floor. Marjorie Taylor Greene, by the way, and Lauren Boebert got their seats in Congress the same way you did, by peddling bullshit and throwing white meat to the ranks, the wings of your party while looking good. Stop pretending that you three are different just because you're different parties and different skin color. You all look really good. The voters went, oh, she's kind of hot. And then you said like crazy left-wing shit to your crazy left-wing district. Just like Lauren Boebert got where she is by saying crazy right-wing shit to her crazy right-wing district. And they went, I like her tits. She jerks guys off in theaters. Maybe she'd jerk me off in a theater.
And that is the life that we have all...
And Marjorie Taylor Greene, the farmers in her district look at her and they go, oh, I'd love to put a saddle on that filly and see if she could walk me around the pasture. You see, she's a horse.
Always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education.
What? Wait. How did keeping hiring standards about meritocracy become we don't want black people to go to school? Wait a minute. Why is me looking at qualifications only for a job all of a sudden make me George Wallace? I missed that. That's a neat trick. I don't know how to do that. How do you... How do you... Holy shit, I just watched myself go from like Martin Luther King, content of character, to George Wallace, segregation forever. Don't clip that, don't you fucking dare. I'm talking, so you can't clip that. I'm learning my lesson slowly but surely over these last 5 years. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan says, did you just call yourself a meaty ogre? Yes. Yes. I'm not going to resist on that one. Atomic Ray says, hold on, Aaron. Weren't you a DEI swinger? No. There's no mixing of the races. I hear applauding. Clopogram says, I would pay so much money to see that fight. Green would eat her. I don't know. Something tells me that Jasmine can scrap a little bit. I don't think Bobert can fight, by the way. Kloppo says Bobert would shoot that. Oh, my goodness. That I certainly can't say that. Oh, my God. But you know what? I'm kind of impressed by that chick because she turned that from DEI into you don't want black people to go to schools. And then she's like, well, black people had to work 10 times as hard to get that job. No, not if there's DEI, they didn't. They didn't have to work 10 times as hard. It's just like the logic there, I don't understand it. But I will agree with her on one thing. I am a mediocre white boy. It's just it's the way I was born. I was born to two mediocre white parents. Their parents, though, fought in World War II, so I think they're a little above mediocre. Hey, guys, $105 away from tonight's goal. Let's knock it out. Call it another win for the toe and keep us perfect for the night or for the week, huh? You guys have been overwhelmingly crushing this shit. And I do appreciate it as you take a look at the Chad Buzamok top donations board. Let's all band together and knock out that $100 and make Josh Sweat say another win for the toe one more time. Donald Trump had a little bit of a, what do we call this? One of those out of touch moments. You know when you got one of those really rich guys who runs for an office and they try to trip him up with the, hey, do you know how much a gallon of milk costs? I always hated when they did that to people because I don't even know how much a gallon of milk costs. Off the top of my head, I need milk. I go buy milk and then, ring everything up at the grocery store. There's certain shit people just need. How much does a pound of bacon cost? I don't know. I shop at Aldi. $4? I don't know. Milk. I get half gallons at a time because my kids don't drink that much milk. I'm going to go. Gallon of milk is $4. See, I don't know shit. So it's not like it's rich guys, like dumb losers like me don't even know how much that shit costs. By the way, I think you're not supposed to be drinking a lot of milk anymore, are you? Isn't milk bad? Haven't they decided milk's bad? Aren't we like the only species that drinks other species' milks? I don't know if that's good. Atomic Ray says $4.26 a gallon, and this includes the satanic tax from government. I don't know. Oh, Pants Maestro says, oh, man, that's some slow movement on the goal. Oh, guys, you know what that means. Get moving on the goal. I don't need Pants Maestro calling me out. This is getting embarrassing. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, Aaron, when can I drop off a pet cat for you? He is a year-old black cat with short hair. Goody needs a friend. I think he means Gordy. 100 even. Let's drop that in and call it another win for the toe and activate Josh Sweat. Activate Josh Sweat for the toe. So Trump kind of made one of those old guys who doesn't know how much things cost slip up today Which is understandable. When you're worth $9 billion, you shouldn't know how much anything costs. Like, if Donald Trump thought a gallon of milk cost 75 cents, I'd be totally fine with that. I wouldn't expect him to know. He probably hasn't shopped for his own milk in, I don't know, what are we at, 20, 25, 50 years? Probably longer than that, if he's ever shopped for his own milk. Well, Trump was being asked about high-speed rail. And when he was being asked about high-speed rail, he wanted to talk to the journalist there about how we don't need high-speed rail. And the reason we don't need high-speed rail is because of how cheap air travel is. Ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished, noble, fearless leader, the President of the United States, one Donald J. Trump. Again, on the issue of whether or not we should have
Elon
rail.
Musk, how often are you talking to him? And have there been ideas that he's brought to you that you've said, oh, no, wait a minute, this is going a little too far?
Well, many ideas, but look, he's done a great job.
Many ideas.
Look at all the fraud that he's found. And
many ideas. He's autistic. He comes at me with numbers and ideas, and I have to say no to the choo-choo.
This USAid, it's a disaster what the people, radical left lunatics, they have things that nobody would have even believed. The whole thing with $100 million spent on you know what, with money going to all sorts of groups that shouldn't deserve to get any money, with the money. I'd like to see what the kickbacks are. How much money has been kicked back? Who would spend that kind of money to some of the things that you read about and I read about and I see every night on the news and every morning when I read the papers?
It is interesting to see the people who are complaining about USAID being shut down, either temporarily or permanently. I saw one of them was Bill Gates, and I'm like, uh-oh, this. As soon as I saw Bill Gates bitching about it, I'm like, this shit is evil. As soon as Bill Gates is mad that something's going away, I assume the thing he's mad about is evil. Because Bill Gates is a piece of shit.
Who would spend money for that? I would say this, the people that got all that money, are they kicking it back to the people that gave it from government?
Are we all just going to go ahead and agree that that's a rhetorical question at this point?
No, that's, to me, very, very corrupt. The real question is how much of a kickback has there been? And one of the things I want to investigate rapidly, because I've never seen anything to this extent, the train that's being built between Los Angeles and San Francisco is the worst managed project I think I've ever seen, and I've seen some of the worst. Billions and billions, hundreds of billions of dollars over budget. In fact, I read where you could take every single person that was going to go on the train and get the finest limousine service in the world and take them back and forth with limousines, and you'd have hundreds of billions of dollars left over.
Oh, dude, that's like our light rail here in Minnesota. They thought that that was going to be the answer to everything. They always said the fare boxes will pay for themselves. Well, the fare boxes run on an honor system. We did a study a few years ago that found that 60% of the people don't even pay to ride it, and that it doesn't even pay for its own maintenance. And we have to keep taking money out of our roads and bridges bills to give Minneapolis fuck tons of money for that money pit that is the light rail system. And their answer, well, let's just expand it to the suburbs. And the suburbs keep saying, we don't fucking want this. Keep your trash where it is. Don't bring it up here.
It is the worst thing, and we're going to start an investigation in that because it's not possible. I built for a living, and I built on time, on budget. It's impossible that something could cost that much. And now it's not even going to San Francisco, and it's not going to Los Angeles.
Jesus.
They made it much shorter. So now it's at little places way away from San Francisco. And
can California do anything? I mean, like, if you had to have Gavin Newsom run a lemonade stand, would he fuck that up? Like a neighborhood lemonade stand, 50 cents a cup. He'd probably make watery, shitty lemonade, spill a bunch of it out, have to make numerous trips back to the supermarket to get more country time. California can't do a fucking thing right.
Way away from Los Angeles. No, we're going to start a big investigation on that because I've never seen anything like it. Nobody has ever seen anything like it. The worst overruns, that there have ever been in the history of our country. And it wasn't even necessary. I would have said, you don't buy it. You take an airplane. It costs you $2. It costs you nothing.
See, there's the rich guy part. Yeah, I mean, you don't even need a light rail. You take an airplane. It costs you $2. You can get a cheeseburger for 31 cents at McDonald's. What are they complaining about? $2. It's a little bit more than that, Donnie. It's a small gripe. It's not. I could see like MSNBC making that front page news tomorrow. Like, Donald Trump says airfare is only $2. Is Donald Trump out of touch with the average American so much? Is this why he'll never bring prices down? Is this going to spell doom for our economy? I just thought it was funny that he went, an airplane, $2. You got working families who like save up so they can fly their whole family somewhere for a nice little decent vacation. Trump's like, airfare, fuck it, couple of bucks. What's a couple of pennies between pals? I'm sure they'll try to run with that. You also can tell he's old. Yeah, Von Kaiser, you can tell he's old because he says aeroplane still. Kind of a classy way to say it, though. Klopogram, I was thinking the same. So that is the light rail behind him. Or the World Cup behind him. Light rail. I'm fixated on light rail now. He does have a World Cup behind him. That's awesome. I got this from Ronaldo. Ronaldo gave this to me. Sanford's son with 1428 says, I believe it. Sung in Lloyd Bonafide's voice. I don't even know who the fuck that is. I believe in Phil Hendry. Wait, what?
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in Joe Hendry.
I just figure I'd be really creepy for that one. Thank you very much, Sanford's son, for the 1428 for the toe. $90 away from tonight's goal. Thank you very much. Hey, everybody. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, etc. Let's close shop on that $90. People were asking for Ed and Michelle tonight. We can do that for overtime. Let's make it another win for the toe. Go ahead, grab on. Jump up into that Chad Buzamok Top Toe Nations board. Let's finish off $90. Have we had a single goal go to the last 5 minutes yet this week? I don't know if we have. Maybe Monday morning? I don't think we I know we haven't since then. So let's keep that streak alive. Throw in a couple of bucks. Not going to take much at this point. We're just $90 away from hammering it out. Thank you, Sanford's son, for that generous contribution. AOC is not a big Elon Musk fan. Not only that, and you know, most of the things that AOC says, you know, you can take to the bank, right? Well, she says in this clip that Elon Musk, get this, one of the dumbest guys she's ever met. Yep. Again, when it comes to judging intelligence, when it comes to people who can gauge how smart a human being is and can kind of really get a grasp on their intellect, there might not be many people I trust more than Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. So if she tells me that Elon Musk is flat retarded, gotta believe her. Let's hear her out. By the way, guys, I know that a vast majority of this crowd is conservative, the right wing, whatever. But you got to admit, you still would. I mean, she is a cutie. And she's like businessed up right now. Like if she puts on her Lauren Boebert going to the theater clothes, I bet you she's a smoke show. Come on. Come on, give her that at least. I mean, she talks like an absolute dipshit and her ideas are worthless. At least give her the fact that she's kind of banging. But here she is criticizing the guy who builds rockets and made the most successful electric car in human history. Let's go ahead and hear what a stupid idiot he is.
This dude is probably one of the most unintelligent billionaires I have ever met.
I'm sorry. It's just rich coming from her. It's just really rich coming from AOC. That's all. Have you met Diddy? Just wondering.
Or seen, or witnessed. Which, you can probably even glean that from watching these people on TV.
Yeah, when I really, and I'm not the biggest Elon guy in the world, but when I can really tell how stupid he is? When those big rockets go up in the sky, I always look at them, I'm like, where are they going? That's totally the wrong way. There's nothing up there. This guy's a moron. She might as well be trying to eat a rock while she does this.
Anyways, all of that is to say is that they don't do their homework. Clearly, they're putting 19-year-olds in at the Treasury. This dude is not smart. And
imagine not only saying that Elon Musk is not smart, but then having an arrogant tone about it, insinuating that you know more than he does. Like, even if I thought Elon Musk wasn't smart, which I know he is, I would not sit there and posture like, let me explain to Elon Musk why he's dumb. No, at best, I would go, Elon's a moron like I am, which he's not. Quick, ask me how a rocket works. Glad you asked. You put some fuel stuff in it, and then you turn it on, and it goes, and it flies really high in the sky. That's about all I got.
And the danger in the lack of intelligence and the lack of expertise that Elon has. I mean, this guy is one of the most morally vacant, but also just
say autistic. I know that's what you're struggling with, and you don't want to seem ableist. Just say he's a fucking spurg, and let's move on.
Least knowledgeable about these systems.
That's why I want him. The people who know the least about these systems, it's easiest for them to grab a sledgehammer and just fucking smash them to pieces. I got news for you, AOC. You have faith in the government. The rest of us don't. You see someone taking a rubber mallet to it and you go, oh my God, they don't understand what this does. And then we go, yeah, me neither. Let's just break the shit out of it. We like this. You're worried about the insanity that it's going to cause. We're looking forward to it. We're ripping this. It's like we're replacing carpeting, AOC. We're just grabbing the carpeting that's there. We're not being ginger. We know we're throwing it out. We're just ripping it up just to see what's underneath. And then we'll put some nice wood flooring down. We promise.
We really know of. But the point is that what that means is that they're going to hit a button.
Do you hear that, guys? He's an idiot. Elon Musk is a moron, but he's going to hit a button. I want to hear that 900 times. Elon Musk is unintelligent. He's going to hit a button, and then he's going to lay down on a pillow after he drinks some milk.
But the point is that what that means is that they're going to hit a button.
There might not be a more retarded word to mispronounce than button. A button. It's not difficult. It's just one of those words that instinctively reveals your intelligence or lack thereof. Button. I mean, people who say "warsh" sound more intelligent than people who go "button."
Inevitably, they are going to hit a button and things can go sideways.
Sideways? Oh my God. We have a sideways button? Do we have an upside down button? I want to know I want to know about all these buttons that we have. Ooh. Pistachio says, yeah, Elon isn't this mastermind genius like he's made up to be. He just buys smart people. I said that once and people ripped my fucking face off for it. They said, nope, he is a genius. He's super brilliant. He helps design all that stuff. Hey, listen. I learned my lesson, Pistachio. You can go there if you want to. I just know that I've been on that trip. Your ass is like raw hamburger afterwards. That's right. They sodomize you intellectually. Los Federales with $1. Says, trust me, they won't be talking about that tomorrow. They're going to talk about how the U.S. is kicking the Palestinians out of Gaza. We're going to get to that tomorrow morning. Oh, my God. I got home today, and I go on Twitter just to grab a few stories, see what I've missed, because I prepped it like noon. Because I had to go pick the kids up and everything. I had some stuff to do. And I had to pick the kids up, so I prepped at noon, and when I got home now from dropping the kids off, it was about 6:30. So I went to Twitter, did a quick roundup, saw what I missed, and one of the first things I saw is that Trump said, we'll just take over Gaza. I'm like, oh my God. That's like second term Trump has developed that take for everything. Hey, what do you think about Panama Canal? It's going to be ours. What do you think of Greenland? Mine. It's turning into like the seagulls from Nemo. Just everything. He's going, hey, what do you think about Gaza? Mine. Canada, 51st state. Mexico, wouldn't, full of Mexicans. Sam Show just says, sigh. Yeah. Sam Show wants no part of that part of the world. He does not want it. Could you imagine? Could you imagine Sam Show having to have America with Israel as neighbors? Fucking Sam Show would lose his goddamn mind if he had to have Mexico, or if he had to have Israel as his border country. Bigot on socialist media says, good way to activate sleeper cells in the USA. Well, yeah, that's a good way to find out if we've got them, right? Occupy Gaza. $90 away from today's goal. Somebody said that Elon sold PayPal. Speaking of PayPal, let's break that in tonight. Let's get generous and let's knock out this last $90 for the toe tonight. Throw in a couple of bucks. Everybody drop it in. We got off to a great start tonight. We've been off to a great start all week. Throw us a few dollars, show your appreciation, and remember, every dollar you chip in tonight goes toward steel toe derangement syndrome. We're going to find a cure. We're going to make sure that nobody gets left behind, but we got to hit those goals in order to do so. So Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. There's Adam Simon gifting a membership. Everybody do that. We'll be done in no time. So Adam's at $93. That means that he has leapfrogged over Oz for fourth place. So it's Flinty Gecko at $250, Gray Duckling at $101, Dennis at $100, and Adam at $93. Then you got Oz with $90, Red Fox with $65. It's snugging up again, but Flinty Gecko way in first at $250. So we haven't talked about this on the show yet. Have you heard about the governor of New Jersey has admitted that he's harboring illegal immigrants in his house? Like, he just came on and he goes, yeah, I'm harboring illegal immigrants. Like he's Pierre Lapetite in Inglourious Bastards. And like Tom Homan's going to have to be the Jew hunter. You have to go, you're harboring enemies of the state under your floorboards, aren't you? And I assume that because of this conversation and their lack of reaction that they do not speak English. It's going to end with Dr. Phil yelling, au revoir, Shoshana. So this is a wild story. The governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy, says that he's housing an illegal immigrant. And he said, if ICE shows up, he ain't doing shit. It's like, we're going to have a standoff with a sitting governor? So they asked Tom Homan, the border czar, about this. And he's kind of a no-nonsense guy. And he gave a no-nonsense answer. Let's see what Tom Homan thinks about Phil Murphy, the governor of New Jersey, waving his dick at the Trump administration.
Let me read a headline to you. Chicago leaders encourage residents
to... Oh, look, it's the guy who totally didn't use all the money he has to marry a super hot chick. Sean Hannity. Old CIA pin himself. Hey, wait a minute, guys. What's the second pin he's wearing tonight? There's the United States, and then I see something else on there. What is it? Ukraine? CIA? Is it Israel? You fucking globalist. I don't like Sean Hannity.
Documentation that he was hiding over his garage.
But there's someone in our broader universe whose immigration status is not yet at the point that they are trying to get it to. And we said, you know what? Let's have her live at our house above our garage.
I hear she's a real hack, though. Like, while she's living above the garage, she's, like, writing a diary and being really quiet. Like, it's like, all right, you're showing off a little bit. You're biting. This is biting.
And good luck to the feds coming in to try to get her.
Your comment on all of that.
Fucking Tom Homan. Don't say that shit to Tom Homan. He'll go challenge accepted. You'll wake up to a flashbang in your fucking house.
I think the governor's pretty foolish saying what he said, because I got note of it. Won't let it go. We'll look into it. And if he's knowingly harboring, concealing an illegal alien, that's a violation of Title 8 United States Code 1324. I would seek prosecution, or the secretary would seek prosecution. So maybe he's bluffing. If he's not, we'll deal with that. And
please let this happen. I really want to see Tom Homan and the Trump administration versus Phil Murphy. And like, these people are so into theatrics and shit. Phil Murphy would love to be arrested on national television. I was harboring a poor victim of our terrible immigration system and the fascism of Donald Trump. Like, he'll go limp on national TV. Of course he will. And the Trump administration would love to arrest a blue state governor. And who knows, maybe New Jersey thinks he's a douche. Wasn't Trump like within 10 points of winning New Jersey last time? Maybe it turns New Jersey red.
as far as suing sanctuary cities, well, get in line, because the Trump administration is going to do that already. Sanctuary cities are sanctuaries for criminals.
By the way, I feel like this guy in AOC learned to speak English in the same school. Fuck. This guy's a mumble mushmouth son of a bitch too. I'm not going to tell him that. He looks a little aggressive.
Example, right? If the young sanctuary cities in New York City, if they would have gave us over the killer of Laken Riley when he got arrested in New York City for endangering a child, he would have been in jail, and he would have never killed Laken Riley. Sanctuary cities are responsible for deaths of thousands
Can't argue with him
young
there.
children throughout my career, and we're going to sue him. We're going to hold him. And look, if he's got to go to the Supreme Court, that's what President Trump wanted to do.
You know who Tom Homan's giving vibes of? Tom Homan's giving Boomhauer vibes. I've got Tom Homan on a Boomhauer deal. he's just gonna. My Auburn and my Mexicans, man, ice room. He's just kind of a mumbly mouth sack of shit. Pumpkin Popsums becoming a member for 32 months says, I believe. Thank you. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle becoming a member for 24 months says, Andy will bring Dr. Phil. Maybe he will bring Dr. Phil. And Dr. Phil will cause the truth to spill. Ugh, sorry. $90 away from tonight's goal. Help us knock it out, guys. We seem to have been a bit frozen up after a really hot first 40, 45 minutes or so. We seem to have locked up just a teensy bit. Let's have one more big push and knock out that last $90 tonight and make it another win for the toe. Again, every one of your dollars goes to fight steel-toe derangement syndrome. It is a nasty affliction that affects a lot of mentally challenged people across the country and around the world, and we're not going to let it get them. We're going to fight for those people. Do you remember the not Chrissy Teigen, Selena Gomez, totally performative, wah, I'm so sad about all the immigrants video? She realized what a terrible look it was, and she took the video down. Everybody criticized her because, like, even if you are that passionate about immigration, which I have my doubts, but let's say she is. She's that passionate about immigration. Recording yourself while you know you're having a breakdown crying is about as performative as it can get. And it just looks inauthentic no matter, you can say the tears are real if you want to, but they just look phony when you do it that way. And really, only an idiot would defend Selena Gomez for doing such a stupid thing. Luckily, Hollywood has Chrissy Teigen. Chrissy Teigen has never let something being a really stupid, idiotic take stop her from speaking. Luckily, I've disliked her for a long time. And also, I can see where she would like the Selena Gomez thing because Chrissy Teigen is like Miss Performative Outrage. I don't think she's done a good modeling shoot or movie or anything else for years and years. The best thing she's done is performative drama on social media. So they ran into her. They asked her about Selena Gomez. Let's see. Everybody else says, even liberals are like, honey, don't record that. That's not a good look. It's really it's a terrible look for you to do. Don't worry. Chrissy Teigen, queen of the bad take, says she's all right.
Chrissy, do you have any words of support of Selena Gomez? I saw in the news that you defended her, right?
Of course, those were my words of support. I love her.
Of those White House attacks, right?
Empathy should never be frowned upon or.
Hold on, whoa. Empathy is fine. Performative empathy, it is okay for people to call that bullshit out. It is totally fine for someone to see something for when you post it publicly, people get to analyze it. Those are the rules. So don't sit there and go, people are attacking Selena Gomez for having empathy. No, they're not. They're attacking her and, well, not attacking her. They're criticizing her for being a show-off. Not for, nobody said, oh, Selena Gomez, I can't believe she has any empathy for Mexicans. No, what they said is, I can't believe she filmed herself ugly crying and then post it to the internet. You wanted people to see you doing that. So don't sit here and go, she's being attacked for her empathy. No, she's not.
Made fun of, and the fact the White House has enough time to even make a statement or a video about it is fucking preposterous and disgusting.
All right.
And lame and loser behavior. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
I love how they all hate Trump and they all talk like him. Like that's another example of Trump derangement syndrome, is that they'll sit there and they'll go, Trump sucks, Trump's terrible, Trump's blah, 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 blah. This, that, and the other thing. And then they'll go, loser, bad, loser, just a dumb loser thing that a dumb guy does. It's like, guys, you're kind of being him a little bit. Miss Tay with $20 says, a fake dono for the toe. Well, if there's one thing the toe loves, it's fake donos. That also puts Miss Tay at $60 for the week. She's threatening to climb back up. She was up there on Monday. She's threatening to climb back up into that top four. 250, 101, 100, 93, and then 90, 65, 60, 55, couple other 50s. Oh, of course, Jessica with 50. It's still a bit of a tight race. Hey, kids, that puts us $75 away from tonight's goal. Let's do it. Let's kick it in the ass and knock this thing out. Clopogram. Oh, hey, thanks, buddy. He says, Aaron, I forgot to say I watched The Menu earlier on tonight. I agree it was a good movie. Now go make me a cheeseburger. It's a good movie, right? I kind of want to watch it again because when I like a movie, I'll go on YouTube and watch like analysis of it. There's a channel I really like that I don't know if you guys have ever seen it before. I don't know what the name of the channel is. The show is called Analyzing Evil. The Vile Eye. That's the name of the channel. It's The Vile Eye. And they go over, like they've got one on Hans Landa, William Foster from Falling Down, the guy from Succession, Alonzo Harris from Training Day, Walter White, Anton Chigurh, Saul Goodman. A lot of them. And they did one on Julian Slovic from The Menu. And it was really, really good. And it did. It made me want to watch the movie again. For sure. MSO says, knowing Aaron, it's probably the Food Channel. MSO, do you ever write things to me? I want to ask you right now, buddy. Do you ever write things to me and afterward go, I wonder if I've gone too far? I wonder if I'm losing a part of myself in attacking Aaron. For what hath I become to chase this demon? Have I too become one of the fallen? Did that ever happen? MSO writes, not yet. Oh, okay. Vance Maestro says, never far enough, really. Oh. I just thought I'd ask, I hope there's no hard feelings about, just asking the question, Can't get a no or a yes unless you miss 100% of the shots you don't take and all that. And, well, apparently he's never wanted to see if I could humanize MSO a little. Apparently he wasn't biting. MSO writes, makes you stronger. Oh, okay. Well, as long as it's, for good purposes. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like that I like that in your mind you're helping. That means something to me. $75 away from tonight's goal. I got an idea, guys. Let's load in those 5s and 10s. Let's not get to that last 5 minutes tonight. You have no idea how much I've been enjoying these early wins the last couple of days. It's been a pretty wild ride. All I've been doing is doing shows, the last 2 or 3 shows. It's pretty good. I like it. So do me a favor, do it again. $75 away. Everybody throw in 5 or 10. Just a little chip. Just chipping in. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate your generosity. Well, it happened. The Fox Sports vice president has been placed on leave after that lawsuit. Charlie Dixon, the guy who's accused of fucking Joy Taylor. Remember the, the peanut butter skin in the giant rack? That Jason Whitlock was talking about that he steered clear from? Well, Charlie Dixon, the guy that in the lawsuit, Nushan Faraji, the hairstylist, accused Joy Taylor, said Joy Taylor admitted that she was fucking Charlie Dixon, and that's why she was getting so many TV jobs. That guy has now been placed on administrative leave, and I have a feeling we're going to get the fired out of this thing pretty quick. Dixon was first listed as a defendant in a lawsuit filed by former hairstylist Nushan Faraji in early January. Faraji also claimed in the lawsuit Taylor had been having an affair with Dixon in order to land a spot on Undisputed. Last Friday, Dixon appeared in yet another lawsuit regarding his alleged workplace conduct. When these guys are guilty, when this has happened, the girls who are too scared to say anything, as soon as one comes out, the rest of them come out. I would gather to guess that this Julie Stewart Binks will not be the last one to accuse Charlie Dixon. Also kind of sets back female sports reporters, doesn't it? Because we all kind of thought, we're like, I know there's like 500 dudes who would do a better job than these women would. I wonder if they're sucking dick to get this job. And then, lawsuit comes out and we're like, that does make sense. And I don't think anybody's mad at Joy Taylor for it. The only thing you get mad at him for is if you parade around and brag like you earned it. It's like, nah, you took a shot to the mouth. Good for you. Advance your career. But don't sit there and be like, I'm just so good at my job. Well, let's be clear. What job are we talking about? So Julie Stewart Binks, a former anchor and reporter, accused Dixon of assaulting her in 2016. According to the lawsuit, which was obtained and reported on by The Athletic, Stewart Binks met with Dixon in 2016 to discuss her assignment for the Super Bowl that year. Uh-oh. Creeps like that, they take that as the invitation. Oh, what's your assignment? What do you want it to be? What yard line would you like to report on? Uh-oh. Each one's got a price tag. Mouth, puss, or anus. You want to be on the 10? Open up. You want to be on the 30? Spread them. You want to be on the 50? Bite something hard. Stewart Binks met with Dixon in 2016 to discuss her assignment for the Super Bowl. During that meeting, Dixon allegedly pinned her arms and forcibly kissed her. When Stewart Binks reported the incident to HR, She claimed Fox egregiously made the deliberate decision to protect Dixon and allow a sexual predator to remain an executive at Fox for nearly a decade. You know, that never fails either in these lawsuits. There is always an opportunity for the channel to make the right call, and inevitably, like the fucking Catholic Church, they never do. Without fail. They're like, hey, we could toss this crumb bum suit away. We could grab a new crumb bum suit. You know, what do you call? Promote a bunch of people, make them happy, and then get rid of this fucking albatross from around our neck. Nope, let's cover it up and build the guy up and call the women crazy and obsessive. That'll work out great. What Me Too movement? Never happened. Oh, man. Vadam with $5 says, do you have any more of those wallets and tumblers from Oz's AP laser engraving? I would love to buy one each. My wallet broke. I have one. Vadam, what were we giving those away for? $20? Throw $20 at PayPal, Streamlabs, Venmo, whatever. Send me your address. And yeah, I've got one sitting in the storage room. I know that for a fact. I saw it the other day. I'll send it your way. Vadam, throw $20 at the toe. We'll make it happen. $70 away from today's goal. Thank you guys very much. Let's keep that up. Hey, we've done this all with no PayPal, no Streamlabs, no Venmo. So if you want to be the one to break it in tonight, I'd be happy to see it. I'd be happy to hit refresh and see your name on there. So it looks like Charlie Dixon is going bye-bye. He's been placed on leave, and I can't imagine that he's coming back. This is accusation number 2. And like to a point, these good old boys will protect each other, but not if it starts to cost them millions of dollars. Not if, you know, not if it's going to be their, you know, bacon that's going to fry, if you will. It's not going to happen. Pants Maestro says, you hear it, Aaron? What projection? I'm not sucking any dick for my job. Wait, you know what? You hear the defense in my voice? That was too much. That right there, I can see why anyone would be skeptical of what I just said. That was too aggressive. That denial was way too aggressive. Bigot on Socialist Media says, this story is hilarious. I hope it drags on as long as... Well, I mean, what happened to this Binks woman is certainly not hilarious. I mean, that's scary and fucked up. But at the same time, this Charlie Dixon guy does not sound like a dude who was running things above board. Let's just say that. Bill Gates is really upset about USAid closing down. One of the wealthiest men in the world. And he's worried about USAid shutting down. Does that make anybody else a little skeptical? Like, what is USAid doing? You know, I heard a lot of conspiracy theories recently say that, you know, they were like, USAid is being used as kickbacks and it's being used to cover up some really nasty shit. And I'm like, oh, come on. I bet it's not. And now I hear Bill Gates, who could single-handedly fund anything he wants to, raises money from a bunch of rich people who want to cover up the same, you know, skeletons in their closet that he has. And I hear him saying, no, this is terrible if we close down USAid. It makes me think, like, what the fuck were they doing? Bill Gates does not need the pittance of aid money he was getting. So what was really going on over there? Real quick, Sanford's son with $8 says, I believe in Joy Hansy. That actually works. No Pen 15 Fathead with $5 says, is my Princess Crunchy here tonight? Aww. And MN Gal with $10 says, my brainworm says, hey. You have a legit brainworm? Like, eating your brains? Like you have, like, a parasite? Sounds terrible. Brought down the mood immediately. $55 away from the goal. Hey, look, we bounced back. $55 from knocking out tonight's goal. Go ahead, throw in a few bucks, guys. We only got 55 left. It's looking good for the toe. Let's stay on top of it. PayPal, Streamlabs, Venmo, knock it out. Call it another win for the toe. And thank you for your generosity. We have to get into this Bill Gates thing because he was on The View with the other broads, and he was not happy about. I think a lot of these creeps like Bill Gates. For the record, I think Bill Gates did something very illegal with Jeffrey Epstein. In my opinion, something fucked up happened because Melinda Gates divorced him after all these years, and all the reports said it was after she found out about the Epstein stuff. She left him. So, and she got everything she asked for in the divorce. She got all the money she wanted. She signed something that said she'd be Silencio. There was something there. We'll probably never find out. We'll probably never know about it, but something fucked up happened with Epstein and Bill Gates. So here's Bill on The View. Of course they'd platform him, talking about USAid, because if you shit on Trump, they'll overlook any possible thing you've ever done wrong. Remember the what was it, the Lincoln Group or whatever? Remember those like centrist Republicans who all opposed Trump? And they were like, yeah, we're going to be the resistance. And then it turns out they were all pedos. Was it the Lincoln Group or the Lincoln Network or something like that? Rick Wilson's organization. Turns out they were all creeps.
Called Elon Musk's political influence abroad, quote, insane, along with another word we can't repeat here. But
Retarded? Did you say retarded?
What's your take on his political access and influence here in America right now?
Well, Elon, his private sector work, has been very innovative, really fantastic.
Can you really say it's private sector work? I don't mean to shit on Elon here because we're shitting on Bill Gates. But can you really call it private sector work when he's been subsidized by government contracts for a long time? I mean, private sector with help.
A lot of private sector people, when they get into government, they don't take the time necessarily to see what the good work is or why it's structured the way it is. So I'm a little worried, particularly with this USAID stuff. My foundation partners with USAID on nutrition and getting vaccines out. And, there's incredible.
What do you get, though? What kickback do you? I'm with Trump. Like, what are you getting out of it? And doesn't he just give you the ick? Doesn't this guy just give you the creeps? Like, there's something fucking gross about him.
People, they're not actually worms that work there.
Yeah. You are.
So, hopefully we'll get some of that work back in shape. In fact, if we don't, you could have...
You're worth tens of, if not hundreds of billions of dollars. I think you can cover it. You have a whole network of wealthy, probably pederasts who will donate money so that you guys don't all rat on each other. You will be fine. How much were you getting out of the aid program? Something's going on. Not only do I want them to shut it down, but I want them to investigate it all the way first, because this wealthy of a man should not be losing his shit about this.
Literally millions of deaths. So, with aid,
everybody's going to die.
Wow, how much do we give to these countries? As you said, it's less than 1%. People think it's 5%, and it should be 2%, but it's actually...
You know what it should be? The private sector's fucking job. A philanthropist, a full-on rapist like yourself. Philanthropists should be handling this, not the United States government. You know who needs those tax dollars? The American people. That's who needs them. So, yeah, sorry, Bill. I'm having problem. Hold on, let me dig real deep. I'm having a hard time finding sympathy for old Bill Gates. I'm sorry. They're saying Bill Gates has a new chick now. God. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. $55 away from tonight's goal. Let's go, everybody. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Let's get in there and knock out that last 55. We got 8 minutes until we got to go into that last 5. I don't want to go into the last 5 minutes, though. We've been on a fucking killer roll lately. And for my pride and for our research into steel-toe derangement syndrome, I'd like to see us knock that 55 out in the next 7 or 8 minutes here. Let's go into, we got the RFK Jr. stuff. Oh, KSI is fighting Dylan Dennis in a boxing match. That Dylan Dennis guy is a fucking embarrassment. Do you remember when Dylan Dennis wanted to fight Logan Paul? And they had that boxing match, and like the whole time Dylan Dennis like, hey, your girlfriend. He's like posting nudes of his girlfriend and shit like that, and like trying to get under Logan Paul's skin. I actually gained a lot of respect. I hated Logan Paul before that. I gained a lot of respect for him when he just basically went, I'm just going to kick your fucking ass in the ring, dude. And then he did. And Dylan Dennis was such a chicken shit that he didn't even try in the fight because he knew he couldn't win. And Logan just beat the piss out of him. And then it got so bad that the chicken shit Dylan Dennis tried to do a double leg takedown. Because MMA is supposed to be his thing, right? Fucking Logan stuffs it and starts punching him in the head. He tried to get himself disqualified from the fight, and Logan Paul kept whooping his ass. It was great. Dylan Dennis looked like a cuck in that fight. He got his ass beat. It was actually when I stopped watching that Too Lazy to Try guys videos, and I realized he's just too, like, terminally online. Because he's like, Dylan Dennis totally owned Logan Paul in this whole thing. It's like, bro, did you not have a dad growing up? Did no one teach you how to be a man? A guy starts talking shit about your girl like that, you just beat the fucking piss out of him, and that's what he did. And Dylan Dennis ran like a bitch and then tried to get out of the fight, tried to run away, and Logan Paul still kept whooping his ass. It was great. Adam Simon with $10. Wait a minute, where does that put Adam? 103. It now puts Adam ahead of Dennis, so it's Flinty Gecko at 250, Adam at 103, Gray Duckling at 101, Dennis at 100, and Oz at 90. Oh, boy. Thank you very much, Adam, for the $10. We take 7 of that. We're at 50 even. Go ahead and throw $50 at the toe, and let's call it another win for the toe, and we don't have to worry about that last 5 minutes. Boys and girls, thank you very much, Adam, for that generous $10. Hammer it out in the next 5 minutes, and we don't have to rattle the cans. So KSI is going to fight Dylan Dennis. I'm not much of a KSI guy, but I hope he smacks the shit out of that loser. I really do. Dylan Dennis is king douche. So KSI, not that much of a boxer either. Like Tommy Fury beat him pretty handily. I thought Logan Paul even won one of their fights against each other. KSI is just fast. That's all he is. He's just an athletic dude. Gets away with a lot of shit because he's quick and athletic. Let's go ahead and do, what can we do for the next 5 minutes here? The RFK thing we can save for overtime. Oh, we do have some, we have some Ed and Michelle. Let's do the RFK Jr. thing real quick, because I know some people wanted Ed and Michelle during overtime. RFK Jr. is one step away from being the new Health and Human Services Secretary. And we're going to play a thing from Megyn Kelly on tomorrow's show. Democrats are so weird because they completely abandon their principles if it gives them a chance to hate Trump. The Democrats have been talking about how bad the pharmaceutical industry is and how bad healthcare is and like how greedy all these health insurance people are and how America needs to get healthier. Remember Michelle Obama's whole thing was the school lunch deal? And then as soon as RFK Jr. becomes a Trump guy and RFK Jr. gets in there as Health and Human Services Secretary, but for the wrong team, then all of a sudden he's a piece of shit. It's like this guy checks all the boxes that you guys have been bitching about for the last 30 years. But, he endorsed Trump in the election, so now fuck him. We don't believe in that shit anymore. Unbelievable.
RFK Jr.'s confirmation is now set for a full Senate vote. Louisiana Republican Senator Bill Cassidy initially said that he had serious concerns about RFK's work in...
Oh, this guy's a worm, this Cassidy guy. So this Bill Cassidy was the last Republican holdout. They needed him to make it 14-13. This guy didn't have concerns about RFK Jr. He basically called J.D. Vance and Donald Trump and said, what do you give me? And he basically said, yeah, they promised some concessions. So basically this guy held out for pork money. These guys are all just corrupt and rotten. Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter. This guy stood there with his hand out and said, I'll vote for your boy, but how much are you going to give my state? Ugh.
Undermining confidence in vaccines. Today, he posted on X that he supports RFK. What's he saying about why?
And he's speaking on the Senate floor right now as we speak, Diane. And the reasoning he gave, and remember, Bill Cassidy is a doctor, and he was the key vote. If Bill Cassidy had voted no, RFK Jr.'s nomination would not have gotten out of committee today like it did. And Cassidy says that he talked with RFK Jr. over the weekend and even this morning, and there were several commitments that they landed on. First and foremost, that RFK Jr. is not going to create any kind of additional vaccine review process.
But we already knew that. He said that 100 times.
Within the U.S. health apparatus to try to poke holes at various vaccines, which Cassidy has said are safe, effective, and save lives in his view as a doctor. They're also not going to pull off information from the CDC and other health agency websites that say vaccines do not is the word, cause autism. So they were able to come to some agreements here, Diane, enough to satisfy Cassidy and head.
He also said, I can't believe they didn't report that. Fox was reporting that he also got some concessions from J.D. Vance on some legislative stuff too. Of course, they're always getting kickbacks on something at some point somewhere. All right, guys, we're $50 away. It could be nothing. I mean, this week it could be something we can knock out pretty quick here. Let's go ahead and throw in a couple of bucks. We got 5 minutes to go, 5.5 minutes to be exact. $50 away, plenty of stuff for overtime. Let's go ahead and knock it out and call it another win for the toe. You got a few bucks on YouTube, do it on YouTube. You want to give some memberships, give some memberships. Throw a little something our way on Rumble, sure, why not? There's Adam Simon gifting a membership over on YouTube before I can even get the spiel out of my mouth. That puts us $45 away from today's goal and puts old Adam at 107 in the top 4. $45 away. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. No Venmos, no PayPals. If you throw one in, you'll be the first. We did very well over there this morning. I am not fucking complaining, believe you me. Thank you guys very much for your generosity. We are way ahead for tomorrow morning. So let's knock it out here for the evening. Then we've only got one more evening goal left to go for the week. You got 5? Throw 5. You got 10? Throw a 10. You got a little more? I'm not going to turn you down. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, all the links are in the chat. They're all pinned at the top of it as well, so you can go ahead and click one of them. Feeling a little generous, throw us a couple of bucks. Let's knock it out in this last, what is it, last 5 minutes here. What do we got? 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go, $45 left. Atomic Ray says one of those systems will pop out ahead of what is available now for computers. They're holding back a new, you guys are talking to me. I was going to say, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. You guys are talking Chinese for all I know. All right, $45 left. That just means a few of you dropping in a little bit. Let's do that real quick. Let's flip the switch on this real fast. Get on into overtime. What do you say? This has been an unbelievable week for the toe. Let's not worry about a little hiccup here. Let's just toss it in. Oh, of course, also you can pick something up at the Steel Toe store over on Spring. tinyurl.com/STMS merch. You can grab something there as well. But let's end this awkwardness right now. 3 minutes and change left. Let's end this awkwardness. Let's everybody, that means you, everybody with 5 or 10 will knock out this 45 in no time. Do it. Throw in a couple of bucks. We're stuck at $45. We had a crazy run up this evening, but we seem to have stagnated just a little bit. We're 3 minutes away. We're slowing down mightily. One last little push. If you guys got it, throw it at us. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Oh, we're not, this is definitely bucking the trend for this week, but I believe in you. Let's carnival bark our way to success. If we get $45, I won't play Joe Hendry. Come on, boys and girls. You're making me look like an asshole over here. I am looking like the 2-bit begging carnival barker that I am. By the way, between you and me, I really don't like this part. Makes me sweaty. It makes me really uncomfortable. So, few more bucks. Cost of doing business. You get the best show there is. And all of the money you contribute goes to fight steel-toe derangement syndrome. So keep the fight going. Let's go. This has got to be annoying as fuck to listen to, too, right? $5-10, 45 away. Throw it in. Knock out the goal. You don't want overtime to be begging. That would be gay. We haven't had to beg all night. Now all of a sudden we are. Ew. Throw it in. Come on. Big it on socialist media. Hey, got it. You guys, Linux, Windows, all of that shit. Wonderful. Great. Hey, we're 45 short. This sounds like hitting the goal conversation. We ain't there yet. Minute and a half left to go. Yikes. Gord. Dad is fucking up over here. Dad got a little arrogant because we've been crushing all week. Now all of a sudden, not only are we getting nothing coming in, nobody gives a fuck. They're talking about fucking Linux and shit. We are getting fucking pay no mind listed right now. All right, it's officially 1 minute left, so it's officially pity dono time. $45 away. Guys, this is fucking ugh. Now I got the ick. $5 from Grand Poobah says, do VIPs still get an annual piece of merch? Yes, we are 2 weeks away from you guys being able to request your annual pieces of merch. We are almost done filling the current VIP orders, and then after that, we're going to start taking your guys' orders and sending those out as well. $40 away. Let's go. 25 seconds left. Oh, shit. This fucking stinks. 15 seconds. Come on, guys. $40. Throw in. Otherwise, I'm going to be really obnoxious during overtime. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. $10 from MN Gal says, sorry to bring down the mood. Here is 10. Thank you very much. Atomic Ray with $10 says, AI says Windows sucks shit and spits. Linux needs a boost in UI. I have no idea what the fuck you just said. But we're at least $25 away from knocking out tonight's goal. Well, I guess here we go. I'm going to start overtime. You guys throw $25 in and God damn, man. Like I'm stupid. Like I just think like we have the start to the week that we had. And I'm like, well, fucking, we're going to crush. We're going to cruise the rest of the week. I think we're at like 175 for tomorrow morning. It's like a halfway goal. And so I was like, we're going to cruise into Tuesday. We're going to hammer that shit out. It's going to be easy. Oh, big it on socialist media. Gifting a membership. $20 away. All right, here we go. $20. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Come on. $20. Knock it out. Call it another win for the toe. What do you say? Oh, look at that. Camel Toe with $10 over on PayPal. There we go, kids. $10 left to go for tonight. You can do it. $10. Easy peasy, Japanesey. And I know you want to. Let's make it another win for the toe, and it also helps us fight steel-toe derangement syndrome, which I'm sure a lot of people in our chat have right now. Don't worry. We're coming up with a cure. Root for that goal because it helps you too. You poor thing. You poor thing. And you don't have to tell us you have it. We can always tell. $10 away. Everybody throw in a couple of bucks. We'll knock out the last 10 and make sure that we're notching nothing but W's every single show this week. All right, here we go. They asked for Ed and Michelle. They will receive Ed and Michelle. These two are on a buffet kick. Now, remember, Ed came into our chat recently. Ed gave us a couple of bucks. So, look, I'm here to tell you, I am not bought and paid for. We will continue the same analysis, the hard-hitting, biting commentary on Ed and Michelle's food reviews that we've always had. And I will not be bought by Big Ed. Big Ed is not going to influence the credibility of this noble program. So, here's the deal. You guys throw in $10. We'll do some Ed and Michelle. Let's get down to business. This one's the Panda Buffet. I'm going to make a prediction right now that it's going to be cheap and they're going to love it.
Everyone, Ed here from the Great Indoors, and we are here at the Middle
for you.
Ridge Rest Area.
Oh, God, they're at a rest stop. Why is Michelle standing so far away from Ed? Was there a domestic before this? She seems to be keeping her distance by a large amount.
On the Ohio Turnpike. And where are we headed today, Michelle?
Toledo, Ohio. And we are doing the adventure to Mr. Panda Buffet and the Hollywood Casino.
Right. And that's
another casino. I was like, come on, guys. You're not just going to the Panda Buffet. They love their casinos.
It's all your idea, too. You found this place. So, and it just opened back in October. So,
on your birthday.
And they give it a really high mark for Google review.
I like this because remember the last place Ed found for them? It was that shitty hot dog depot in the mall, and Michelle hated it. Now Michelle gets to pick. This is a Michelle special. I love this.
Right here, and we're going to be traveling west and getting off at exit 59. Usually we get off at 64 when we're going to Michigan, but yeah.
Hey guys, guess what? Michael.
But I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Michael with $10, and that means the goal has been knocked out tonight. Thank you, buddy. We got it. Another win for the toe and more help for those afflicted by steel-toe derangement syndrome. You're welcome, boys and girls. It took an extra 3 minutes, but we got it done.
Yeah, that's where it is, and I can't wait to get there because, like you said, the Google review is very high on this place. So,
absolutely.
You ready to
for
get
a buffet? Yes, but also, FYI,
you got to remember though, the people from Ohio are grading it. Like that's gotta count for something too. Like, oh yeah, it's a Chinese buffet and it's graded really high. Yeah, by Ohioans though. Like we gotta take that under consideration. Like. Are you going to trust the palate of the state of Ohio? If you are, good for you. Me, not so much.
We're only 225 miles away from Lucky MJ and spinning and winning.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'm sure they'll be happy.
Spinning and winning. You know you are casino junkies when you're using terms like spinning and winning. And by the way, the worst casino people are slot machine casino people. No offense, but if you're slot machine casino people, don't go. Just stay home. Get a app on your phone, get a game, play that. Slots? I never got it. Like I'll play once in a while in between like blackjack games or God, I wish they had craps in Minnesota. I really do. But you can drive to Wisconsin, you can drive to Iowa. You can do sports betting. You can do craps. You can't do sports betting in Minnesota. You can't do craps. I don't know why they allow everything else, but not those two. So I'll play cards. Cards are fun. It's social. Craps is way more social than cards, by the way. Oh, my God. Because, like, when you're playing blackjack, you got, oh, you took my card, or, oh, you took the dealer's bus card, or, there's kind of like you can kind of fuck over the table a little bit. Craps, it's just everybody playing for themselves. It's a total party. My favorite casino game by far is craps.
Happy to hear that. We're still planning. That's March.
Yes.
We're going up there. All right. Thank you, everyone. Okay, like, comment, and subscribe to The Great Indoors. I'll bring you guys back when we get to the buffet.
Can someone explain to me why they're starting at a rest stop? Like, I really don't get that. Like, what's with the starting at the rest stop thing? Oh, so we can have a folksy driving video, like a PlayStation loading screen. I get it. Holy shit, look at this. Oh, no. Guys, they're going to love this fucking place. You know they are. They're going to love a Chinese buffet where they clearly did all the signage themselves by hand with a ladder, hammer, and nails. It's crooked. The P's way up there and all the other. Oh, no. The D is not the same shade of yellow as the rest of the.
Okay, we are here in Toledo, Ohio, and Mr. Panda. Isn't he kind of cute? I like that. There's a huge...
Doesn't take much for Ed. Sure, there's a lot of curly hair in my food, but goddamn, that panda's cute.
Mr. Panda in there, too.
Okay.
I saw pictures of it. It's like huge. We got to get a photo op with that. But
Ed doesn't miss the good stuff. We're here to do our food reviews here on Ed and Michelle, but before we do, let's make sure we get a picture with the giant panda statue. You know you're at a good quality buffet when there's a giant animal statue.
Ready to get in there, Michelle?
Are you ready?
I could smell the food out here. It smells good already.
It's pretty common, Ed, from a restaurant. Smell food. If you were outside a hardware store and you smelled food cooking, I could see where that would be odd.
All right, they're open Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and I'm closed on Monday. All right.
The Chinese God's Day of Rest.
Like I said, this has not been open that long. And there he is.
What the fuck? They just have like tubs, like a preschool? They just have tubs of toys and hats? What does this have to do with Mr. Panda?
And all his glory, Mr. Panda.
They're just selling anime pillows. What the And oh my God, you know this guy has taken a life before. Oh, the clientele. Ed and Michelle. I'm telling you right now, I know we're all looking at it going, what the fuck is up with this place? I'm telling you right now, Ed and Michelle are going to love this place. They're going to have the time of their life. Panda Buffet is great to them.
Wow. How cool is that?
Not really that cool, Ed. I mean, it's really... I'm of the opinion that you've seen one, plastic panda statue. You've seen them all, but...
He's got a little baby panda down there, too.
Oh, well, shit. Never mind. I spoke too soon. I'm an asshole.
Nice. Okay, the two buffets were like $24 for both of us. I had a senior discount, so that knocked $1 off.
Holy shit. How old is Ed? This buffet is going to be gross, isn't it? Guys, it's $12 a pop. Like the China Star buffet here in St. Cloud is like $16.99. And that's very, very reasonable for a Chinese buffet. This one's $12. Fuck.
Price, so that's pretty cool. And drinks are included.
There are no stray neighborhood cats in this area.
In the buffet. Isn't that cool?
How often do you get that on the buffet?
Usually, people...
I'm telling you, they haven't even eaten the shit yet, and they already love it.
Order water so they don't get the upcharge, But we're waiting for our server to let us know what we have to drink, because they'll, take our order, and then I'll start showing you the buffet. But they have a gift shop here, Michelle, for pandas, too. So...
Oh, my God. She's really excited about the plastic tubs with the anime shit in it. God damn it. Oh, man. Sanford's son with 714 says, Tukey just admitted he has steel-toed derangement syndrome. We know. Aaron Imholt derangement syndrome is more like, yeah, Tukey might have full-blown AIDS. I think Tukey's got full-blown Aaron Imholt derangement syndrome. There's no saving that boy. But he needs me. I get it. I understand. He's another one who just can't admit it.
We're gonna bring the magic into this video.
This is going out.
But we're raising money to help him. We're gonna try to cure his AIDS. I think a lot of them are probably gonna die from it, but we're doing our best.
Blaine Klein, we're gonna go over to the Hollywood Toledo Casino and play Panda Magic just for you. Okay. All right. Okay, let's start at the hibachi over here. You can get all your protein you want over here. You got your meat, your chicken, your shrimp.
It looks, I'm going to use the word utterly lifeless. Like it's all just kind of shades of whites and grays and beiges. It's This is bad news. It's $12 for a reason. And again, I'm going to say right now, they're going to fucking love it.
All over here. And this young man over here will cook it up for you. He's already cooking somebody. Look at these plates. That is really
like I said, guys, it does not take much for Ed and Michelle. Boy, look at those plates.
Really cool. Yeah, this is where the hibachi is.
Oh my God, there's a ghost cooking. Ah! You know, in most like Asian places, the hibachi, they're like flipping shit around and they're putting on a show. This guy just puts a bunch of food on there and goes, fuck it, I'm going to smoke. $12 a head, boys and girls.
Included in the buffet, but you definitely want to leave a tip for the guy doing the work and everything. Oh, look at that little panda on the floor too.
Ed's got an unhealthy thing with the pandas.
And then, okay, you could get your own drink over here. I better go tell Michelle because she's thinking that.
He left Michelle over there because remember he said the waitress is going to come over and take our drink order. No, you go up there and you just get your own beverage. He left Michelle just sitting there waiting for her unsweetened iced tea. Sitting there with her thumb in her ass, nothing to do.
The server is going to take our order, but you have your own pop station. They have unsweetened tea, sweet tea, and Pepsi products, unfortunately. Okay, let's start at the very beginning here. There's the salad section over here.
You know, because when I think Chinese buffet, I think salad with Italian dressing.
All the different sauces. You have ranch, French dressing, and Italian dressing over there.
Over there. Is that marinara, for fuck's sake? What is that?
Of course, cocktail sauce, tartar sauce.
No,
and ketchup.
Not of course cocktail. Oh, there's shrimp. I was going to say, why the fuck is there cocktail sauce in a salad bar?
And there's your lettuce, peel and eat shrimp, some lemons, peaches, cucumbers, music that I don't want in here. I'm going to blow through this really fast.
Yeah, I mean, why tell us what's there? Just go ahead and skip through it, Ed. You got this, buddy. Great presentation, pal.
And then some more. These are like their desserts. They're little tarts and stuff like that. And I like how they have...
No, don't worry, Ed. I didn't want to look at any of that. I didn't want to see any of that stuff. Just go right to the pressure cooker that says white rice on it. That's all we wanted to see. I mean, I'm not even going to repeat it again. I mean, we all know what our position is. Michelle's the star of the show.
Options of white rice and vegetable fried rice over here.
In a residential, like a home pressure cooker that you would see in somebody's house.
And they have ice cream from the machine over here. You get your little glass. But
that looks clean.
Just like at Royal Buffet, you could get your ice cream already in a container if you don't want to be worrying about cross-contamination and stuff like that.
How do you like that for show-offiness? Their ice cream already comes in a plastic cup.
This is a pretty big buffet. Let's start in this section over here.
No. Why don't you skim past it really fast so we can't see anything of what's in it?
There's like some steamed flounder right there.
That looks like it's not even staying together before you touch it.
And crab meat with mayonnaise.
As you all know, a Chinese delicacy. Faux crab meat with mayo. It goes back to the Ming Dynasty, actually.
Some butter potatoes.
Again, Chinese.
Fried flounder fish. Waffle fries.
Waffle fries, of course, we all know that, which is when Genghis Khan was sieging Peking. Of course, the people there would they sustained themselves on nothing but waffle fries.
Chicken nuggets.
Again, chicken nuggets. The Swanson Company was very big in China in the 1800s.
Those decorative plates that I like so much.
Yes. That woman, whoever opened this restaurant, just took out from her basement from when her mom died.
You got your pork egg rolls over here. Corn dogs. That's different. You see that?
Corn dogs, another Chinese delicacy, of course.
At a buffet at a Chinese restaurant. Some Chinese biscuits. Coconut chicken. Not coconut shrimp. Coconut chicken.
And I want to reiterate, These two are going to fucking love this place, and they're going to give it a positive review. All right, I'm ready to watch them eat. Let's go ahead and check it out. I'm not going to watch them go through the fucking gift shop. That's soup. Who gives a shit about your soup? Start eating your Chinese food corn dogs, please.
Is there any kind of dressing on that, Michelle? Because it looks like you have, or is that part of the...
I love how Michelle's just had it with Ed's fucking talking, and she's just peeling the shrimp and eating them before he can even film it.
What is that over there? Is that cocktail sauce over there?
I don't know. Why don't you put your fingers in her food more, you pushy dick?
There's no sauce on my plate.
Okay.
But there is the peel and shrimp. You got to take the skin off.
Right.
Not the skin, the shell.
Right.
Did she fucking eat the tail too? Is that tail gone? Fuck did the tail go, Michelle? Are you an animal? You eat the shell of the...
Yeah.
You eat that? You're a tail eater? Oh, say it ain't so.
High in flavor.
Okay.
Get any corn
And
dogs?
What next?
We'll try some chicken now.
Which kind of chicken?
That looks dry as fuck.
Is that again?
Black pepper chicken.
Black pepper, okay.
Again, Chinese delicacy.
Well, it's got some seasoning to it.
Is it hot enough, though? Does it feel like it's been sitting? Or no? Okay.
I told you guys, get ready for a super positive review of this joint.
A crab rangoon. She likes her crab rangoon, everyone. Let me know what you guys think of crab rangoon. Have you ever tried it before?
Hey, I like that. He's getting the talkers going in the comments section. I like that, Ed. Good job. Good job.
Like cream cheese in it with a little bit of, I think she took on more than she can handle there.
Oh, why don't you call her out? You know what, Michelle? When you get the camera, turn it around on him. Make fun of what a pig he is. Or the fucking nostril hairs that are flaring out of his beak when he's eating.
Yeah.
Let's go to Ed's dainty plate that he made for himself.
Our pork egg roll. I'm going to break it open for you.
Oh, he learned.
What it looks like.
Ed's been watching other food channels. He knows that you're supposed to break it open and show everybody. Unfortunately, it's a $12 Chinese buffet, so it ain't going to be much.
There you go. I didn't get any kind of sauce to go with it. You can see there's plenty of vegetables, and the pork is in there.
Yeah, it looks like an egg
roll.
roll.
At that, Michelle?
Yes, I do.
All right.
You've got a booger, motherfucker. You've got a booger. Clear your boogers before you... But does Michelle point it out that he's got a booger? No. But Ed, it looks like Michelle bit off a little more than she could chew. Point out that he has a booger right now, Michelle.
The temperature is just right on it. It's got good flavor.
The booger
without the sauce
out of
it.
your
So
nose.
I like this. This is a good egg roll. Very good quality. This is the lemon pepper chicken. Okay? And I'm going to try to break off a piece of that for you guys right there.
Why don't you just take a bite? Ed's been watching some kind of foodie channel where they say you gotta break shit apart and show people the inside.
It looks like it's done. Sometimes you break open these chicken and it's pink on the inside, and I don't see that any bad colors in there. So I'm going to give that a shot.
All right, this was a really underwhelming Chinese buffet. Let's go ahead. Let's get to the reviews. They love, guys, we know by now. They fucking, oh, of course she got a panda. Why wouldn't you?
It's just as soft as you are, Ed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and about as hairy, too.
Yeah.
Ew. Well, that makes me want to puke. That's too much, guys. Way too much.
Am I going to get some magic?
Maybe at the casino, you never know.
Yes.
So what did you think of Mr. Panda Buffet over here in Toledo, Michelle?
Outstanding. That was
Of course it's outstanding. It's a Chinese buffet with corn dogs on it. Of course, and waffle fries. It was the most amazing thing ever. Nothing ever sucks. It's all incredible. People from Ohio have taste buds like a fucking cratered highway. Chalk it up. Another win for the Ed and Michelle.
excellent food. That was really awesome.
I liked it a lot, especially the lemon chicken. That was my highlight. I mean, I always usually say the seafood is my highlight, but that lemon pepper chicken was awesome.
Ed,
but I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Ed, if I could, next time we do a video, let's do a quick booger cleaning. All right? Just a quick booger cleaning before we hit go on the next one. Could we do that? Atomic Ray says, it's fucking raw. Oh, man. Does Ed look Asian to anyone else right around the eyes? They look a little slanty, says fuck you, dude. No, that's just everybody in Ohio has a mild touch of Down syndrome. And it kind of it's more of like a sunken eye thing. It's not a lot of people know that. And it's not from the East Palestine thing. That was a long they were afflicted with that a long time ago. Sam Show says they really got to get an angle on Ed where we're not looking straight into the void of his skull. Right? Dude, I've been complaining about that for like 2-3 years that we've been doing Ed and Michelle videos. He insists on filming right up his fucking booger chute, and it's driving me insane. Because even when he doesn't have a booger rod down the center of his nose, splitting his nostril in half, he has hair. It's just, he's got this hairiest part of his body is his nose. Maybe that's what we should do. You know, we've been knocking out a lot of goals lately. We've been really fortunate. Our audience has been great. Maybe we ought to buy Ed a nose hair trimmer. But, you know, I would if I had any confidence that Ed would use it. I don't know that he would. I think he'd show it on camera and he'd be like, oh, this was funny. The Steel Toe guys sent me this. Isn't this great? And it's like, no, Ed, not as a joke. Use it. Trim the boogers. Trim the nostril hairs. Sam Show says, fuck that luchador mask. There's two things that bother me here. Number one, they'll go to Mr. Panda's, a $12 dog shit Chinese buffet. And they'll go, it was amazing, it was great. That's only one thing that bothers me. The other thing that bothers me is that they'll sit there and they'll go to like a $30 seafood buffet and they'll go, nah, it wasn't that great, especially not for the price. Is that all it is? Is anything? Oh, no, wait. I think the seafood buffet they went to was like $25 even. Fuck you, dude, says, you say that's the hairiest part with such conviction, Aaron. I have to ask, have you been swinging with the great indoors? No, I have not been swinging with the great indoors. My swinging days are over. I have a beautiful woman. She is amazing, and there is no one that I would ever need other than her. There are no voids that need be filled. Oh, hey, thank you very much. Numero uno Josh Denny fan said, if you casually... Oh, I thought he was trying to get me another one. Says, if you casually slip another win for the toe into an interview, it'll be legendary. Dude, I really hope... I'm not trying to tell Will that he has to, and he doesn't have to fucking listen to me at all, but like, if Will Heron got... I shudder to think like how big of a star he could, if we could get Saquon to say another win for the, if he can get Saquon to say another win for the toe, I'm rooting for the Eagles in the Super Bowl. If Saquon Barkley says another win for the toe, I'm an Eagles fan for the Super Bowl. 100%. Hey, here's some great news to end the night, guys. Ted Cruz is officially calling for the IRS to be abolished. Fucking yay. What are we waiting for? Let's do it. Oh, also, I don't mean to bother Will Heron because I don't want his like press pass getting taken away because he's just fucking around. But like, if they could get someone to say that they believe in Joe Hendry, that would be awesome as well. Oh, well, I tell you what, guys, it was it's always a heart pumping edition of the show. When we go to Ed and Michelle, really, my suggestion for Ed and Michelle for the next video would be do one at a more upscale place because I'm willing to bet that if they do one at a more upscale place, they'll hate it, they'll shit on it, and it'll be terrible. But the Chinese buffet that has waffle fries and mini corn dogs, aces. Aces. Guys, thank you very much. It's been a wonderful evening. We are 4 for 4 so far this week, and we have a very small goal for the morning show. Thank you for the generosity. MN Gal says, all I want is the IRS to be abolished. You and me both. That would be great. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a great rest of your night. Another win.